Yo, what's going on? So in today's video, I'm gonna be going over Scented, Edgey, and Commandment. We're doing a quick VOD review. I have a little, what would you call it, assistant with me today. It's a Wolf Z's. He's gonna be tagging along for the thing. So today we're gonna be watching Scented, Edgey, and Commandment, and we're gonna be watching their 15 elimination win. This is a really good trio. I like watching them a lot because they're a good low ground trio, and I like to play low ground a lot. So let's get right into it. It's good for the game. Comms are very important.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go to the gameplay. It might lag out a little bit. Oh, we're good. Alright. So one thing I see how to Edgey and Commandment do, this is very niche, right? Like you guys don't really need to know this unless you land at Misty Meadows. They go through the Lazy Lake area. They either go this way or this way. Whenever zone pools far, they try and get in the Hunter's Haven area for Surge, right? Having a Surge plan is huge, but since this is a cash cup, and they already have all the Surge, I think they're good. So they're going through Lazy Lake because this is dead side, right, chat? The only teams that are this way are going to be the Caddy team and Retail team. And Retail's still there, and Caddy's gone, so they're going to be completely isolated right here. There's nobody else in this entire right side.
Yeah, how chilling.
Notice how he doesn't go for any shots, right? He notices, hey, we have a Surge, right? My teammates aren't with me to assist on those tags. I'm just not going to shoot, right? Because if I do get a beam, they're going to get out, they're going to box up, and they're going to keep on holding us. Whereas if not, I can just keep on farming up mats, getting to a good amount. Like, just that temperance, that, like, resistance, the ability to hold back, that's huge. You could have scuffed the whole tree right there. So the ability of knowing, like, whether you need something or not, and, like, just overall just planning ahead for every single move you do. Alright, right here, I already told you about the rotate they're going to do. They notice that this is dead side almost all points in time because it's only Retail and Caddy could be here. So they just take a dead side rotate around this way, which works. One thing I noticed a lot of tier 1 teams do is they try and get dead center. Look, they even marked it. They marked dead center of third zone every single time. Is this third or second? Yeah, this is third. So they're all here and they're able to refarm. And because of that, they have a huge base, and he's 140 mats.
Yeah.
He's 140 mats, and he's 140 mats, and he's 150 mats. Yeah, like it's looking really good. And they have movement and everything like that. They are chilling. What is dead side and dead center? Okay, so dead side is the side that has the least amount of players, right? So they made sure to stay along the dead side the entire time. Basically, congested side would be here, right? What the heck? Congested side would be here. This is where all the players, because you have to think about it, right? The whole map has to get into this little zone. How do they go into the little zone? Well, you have to figure out the paths, right? Everybody from all these POIs, they're coming in, and they're going to be on this edge. So this edge is going to be the one that's most congested. Whereas on this side, the only teams that are going to be on this way is Caddy and Retail. So you understand that that's going to be the team with the that's going to be the side with the least amount of teams. If that makes sense.
That's the big thing in this game, game plans.
Alright. So right now, they're just looking for tags. They don't really need anything, actually. No, they're not looking for tags. I noticed this, actually. Here. I don't know if he gets out again, so I can show you guys. This is really cool. So it's what a lot of trios have been doing, where they do a 2x2 box, and then they put here like this. It's a 2x2 box, and they edit the cones like that. I am not on top of the meta enough to understand why they do that, but I know a lot of tier 1 teams do that. I don't know, but I mean, start implementing it. If the pros, like, I know a lot of tier 1 teams, like not just like Commandment them, like everybody is doing this. So if they're doing it, might as well, right? And here once again comes the importance of staying in the exact center of third zone, because look, they're guaranteed going to pull fourth. So now they're able to look back and see all these teams that have to get in. They're able to look back on them. And even if they aren't going to have to look back, I mean, it's just a good place to be in. It is an important place in the Alright. So look how this AFKing, right? They're not really going for any shots or anything like that. They're sitting in their box, making sure they're letting everybody pass by.
Yeah.
They're just getting information, right?
Yeah.
Wow. There are a lot of players around me. Dude, it sounds so cool, I'm not gonna lie. I like the whole sped up. Yeah.
It makes it a lot of people, especially when you're on that mode. So,
alright, yeah, since they're 1200 above Surge, they don't need anything, right? Okay. Here's the big thing, right? That's a lot of player names. Okay. They pulled zone, right? More or less. They're not in zone, but they're about, I want to say, like 50 meters. So right here, it's the important question, right? Do they just go in and box under these players? That's what I know a lot of people do, right? Like, they're just going to go in and box under the players. So we'll see what they do. They go around. Okay. Okay. So they went the other way. They wrapped around right. I don't know if you can see my mouse.
Better, to be honest.
They wrapped around right. I would have wrapped around left and try and get back here if I was like... We'll see. We'll see how they did that. Oh! I was wondering. Okay, so... This is huge. This is huge. They know this isn't like the best position if you're trying to not get fought at. So that's why they built in full metal. The reason why they did this... See, I don't think about this stuff. They're going to look back on the players after it's hit in. Unfortunately for them, there's only 2 teams after it's hit in. But still, this is a huge play, right? They'll look for a lot of kills, opportunities. Maybe they even do get a kill. Let's see. But they're able to look back on the players and see if they can get any kills.
They can just hold the fishing, don't they?
Yeah, holding Hoofish and Kaz, but unfortunately the other way. But see, like, if they needed Surge or they needed, like, a kill, that could have been huge. Oh, wait! I think they might get a kill here. Do they get? No, they don't get Hoofish.
No. Hoofish may still go down here. Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Okay, this is huge. They're planning out the rotate now, right? They noticed they pulled zone pretty close. By the way, chat, they end this game with 15 kills. They have 4 right now. Alright. So obviously, you know, before they start moving, he already pre-tarps. That's a big thing about Commandment. He's a tarper of the trio. He's pre-tarping towards the old mats. See if they can get anything. Now, if they have a pad, I would assume they expand out, try and get a really free position, and then pad from there. I'm assuming that's what they're going to do. Wow! Like, I mean, just, like, their aim and everything is really good, and just the way they all look for tags together. None of them are solo looking for a tag. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Alright, so right here, this is huge, right? Pad planning is humongous. It's so important to know. So let's see what Senta does right here. He does a high pad. That's important. In first moving, you usually want to do a high pad unless it goes down a hill. In this case, it did go down a hill, but doing a high pad and noticing how fresh height is going to be, so not going to look at him. That's important as well. So it looks for a good spot. Typically in first movings, you want to stay on the like right side or left side completely. He ends up getting on the left side. That's huge. And look how he cones off everything, right? He just has a giant like platform for his teammates to land on. You don't get to see it, but basically his teammates are all together now, and Commandment takes over. In first moving, when there are players close to you, you have to make sure that you're double layering your tops and bottoms, or at least the sides that people are going to be on, because this is the point in time where people are looking for like pickaxes, they're looking for spray downs, everything like that. Make sure you double layering. Although it's extra mass, it's extra worth it. Look at that. That was perfect. I don't know if you noticed that. It was just a tiny little play. They completely stop looking for kills when there's 5 seconds on the clock until zone starts moving again. So they all just box up. They AFK in the box. They're looking right at the map, and they see that it pulls far. That's great for them. Most teams,
really good.
yeah, most teams they don't want it to pull far, but for Commandment, Senta, and Edgey, they want it to pull far. Watch.
Yeah,
So they low pad. That was a mistake right there, actually, chat. They low padded a little too early, so it really didn't get them that far. But they're able to get ahead here. Look at the just chemistry in general. Commandment sprayed out Edgey or Senta. I don't remember which one it was. So he can get the box. Just a little tempting. All right. So this is huge, right? Whenever you're claiming low ground, sometimes people keep on dropping down. But you also need to have zone awareness, right? Zone does pull down. Yeah. Okay, so zone awareness is huge, right? Knowing that sometimes zone goes, it stays in the same layer and then it dips down and then it goes back up to the same layer. And then sometimes it goes just straight down or it goes up even. So knowing all that and knowing where zone's going to go is important because layers, right? Changing layers is hard when it's congested. So he makes sure to go down as early as possible. And he knows what layer is going to end up on. So right now, this is where Edgey and Senta do their thing that they do best, really. They just frag out. one thing I like about Commandment's tarps is that they're always very, very straight, right? They're never like really wobbly. They don't go up, down, left, right. They're very straight, so it lets his teammates follow it, and it gives them more time to frag, right? So right here, look how there's 5 seconds on the clock. Ready? 5 seconds, and then they're, well, this time they're pickaxed on, but 5 seconds on the clock, and they're all together. Look how they're all lifting, ready for the next zone. That's important. That's really important. It pulls. It keeps on pulling. Keeps on pulling. So whenever zone pulls far and you have the opportunity to like jump on low ground first, do it, man. Just jump straight down and start building. The more you claim, the more kills you can get. That's how Commandment is just. He's double layering, getting a 2x2 here. Big part of low ground fragging, if you're a fragger and watching this, it's that dropping people down is so huge, right? You drop full teams down, it's just very precious. You drop a team down, throw down a cone, and you're sitting there like a lost puppy.
Yeah, that's when they claim the rope.
Yeah, you want to. Exactly. You want to keep on claiming, right? And right here, chat, you might wonder why they're not dropping down the hill. Because if it does pull back up, once again, zone awareness and terrain awareness, if it does pull back up, they're gonna be screwed. So they stay on the same layer, and then look, ready? 5 seconds left on the clock, and look where his teammates are at. They're all right here. They're all ready. They're all ready. They stopped fragging. They're all ready for it. So they're all together, and then they notice it pulls across the bridge, so it keeps on pulling. So they drop down. It keeps on pulling, although this was a misplay actually. They didn't read zone correctly. If it pulled this way, yeah, no, even they misread zone. So they drop down here. And let's see. Let's see if it ends up making it harder for them later on.
Yeah, that could end up like running again. Yeah.
There's 14 players still alive, and now he realizes his mistake that he has to now make it all the way back up. He has to start going up layers and everything like that. He has to tank a lot of ticks and everything like that, just to stay ahead. But obviously, since Scented and Edgey are freaking demons, they're able to just kill everybody from the side. Right here, Commandment's like, I'm out of mats, and look at this. He instantly makes the call, I'm out of mats. And then Edgey doesn't even go for the body, he just goes straight for Commandment to go help. Okay, he's tarping with his little, not exactly where they were, but still. He gets the idea. Gets the idea.
That's huge though. If tarping out of mats.
Yeah, the instant disengage. Yeah, exactly.
Tarp,
So they finally got up. That was a lot more scuffed. They could have died, but you know, since they're really good and versatile, they're able to make it out alive. But if you guys are really trying to figure it out, I mean, just zone awareness, terrain awareness, understanding where zone's gonna pull. They could have actually hugged the side of the bridge the entire moving zone. They would have been chilling. Right here they got an elimination. Now it's a 3v3 situation, right? 3v3 situations, although they sound easy, they're actually pretty hard. And the thing is, Edgey and oh my god, I hate this thing so much.
They're all on fire.
Yeah, it's been all the way back. So Scented, Edgey, and Commandment, they play these so well, right? Is it gonna take me all the way back there? No, it's not. Sweet. So they play these really well. So one thing that you can note is that they're all full HP, right? They're all full HP. And they have two options, right? They either fight it, or they go for heal off. So I believe since they have the chug cannon, they're going to go for heal off. So when you're going for heal off, you waste all your mats, right? The game's about to end in 30 seconds. You waste all of your mats to stay alive. You want to make sure that they're getting ahead, making sure that they don't drop in front of you. Basically just staying alive, right? Something gets a big damage off of him. And these guys, let me see. I think they're playing for heal off too. Actually, I think they're gonna play for the fight because he only has so little mats. So Elsa drops down. He's gonna go for some peace control, trying to go for some kills here. Goes in. This is actually well played by Elsa. You know, trying to get as much damage as possible before he dies. Gets in, gets some good damage. But now it's all three alive, right? All three of them are alive, and it's a 3v2. Right here, perfectly played, perfectly played. So once you know that everybody on the low ground is cleared out, you look up and you spray. You triple spray. The power of 3 ARs full spraying is incredible. They're able to full spray. They get the damage down. He gets a nice shot on Chubbs. And and then Milks runs out, and basically they just win the game from here. They try and get the last tag or two. Scented remembers he's the one with the chug cannon. He's the one that should be playing heal off, so he runs back. They don't even go for the kill, right? Like, imagine, right? Like, the kid's freaking clicks, Kanata, whatever. You run back in there, he one pumps you, and then all of a sudden he has Siphon and your chug cannon. That could be the game. That could be the game. That could be it done. Like, so they just play for the heal off, and then they finally win. Really well played by Edgey and Commandment. Some of the main things you want to take away from them is zone awareness, terrain awareness, and just staying ahead, right? That's a big part of it, as well as I would want to say comms. I mean, like, there are a lot of times where their chemistry and everything was just so perfect. Like, they were, although we can't hear the comms, you can assume, like, every single time I would think, you know, hey, they're in trouble, they need help. His teammate will be right there with them to help him out, and that's a huge part of being a good team. And I think the last thing would just be understanding zones. I know zone awareness and understanding zones are different things, but zone awareness and terrain awareness is probably better for like moving zones, but just understanding zones is so huge, and like where to perch up, right? Like how they stood in center of third zone to get fourth zone and fifth zone. Just little things like that. Things to take away from it. All right.